Tonight, this video from an altercation last year inside a Nashville high school raises more questions about how Metro Schools polices its own.
Now, the family of the student admits he made a serious mistake, but they insist it does not justify what they consider to be an assault by his teacher.
And they want to know why the teacher still has a job. News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams obtained the video so you can decide for yourself.
When senior Ty Bowman looks at this video, he knows he should not have lost his cool.
I mean, I could have handled it better. Like, I didn't have to cuss him out and stuff like that.
And his mom, Angel Matthews, wasn't happy either.
I'm not proud of Ty and his behavior, his cursing, any of that stuff.
But she also sees a teacher so out of control that he would shove a student, then have to be restrained by a coworker.
That's when it just was like, really? You allowed yourself to get that far gone?
The teacher, Coach Arnett Bodenhammer, has made the rounds throughout Middle Tennessee, including stints in Murray County, Rutherford County, and Marshall County. In 2017, he made the move to Nashville's Overton High School. That's where the incident occurred. The official investigation concluded that Bodenhammer had left his class unattended.
I just know I was tired of sitting on the floor in that classroom not doing anything.
Ty says he went to the gym. When Bodenhammer confronted him, he lashed out at the coach. One thing led to another.
I was picking up my backpack and stuff, and he knocked it out of my hand.
Bodenhammer pushed forward.
The whole time he was in retreat.
I just put my hand on his chest. Like, I didn't use no force or nothing. I was back up on my face. And then that's when he full force pushed me into the wall.
Ty says he was so upset at this point, he decided to head to the office to report the blow-up himself.
That I was just trying to remove myself because I knew if I would have stayed there and he would have kept trying to talk to me, I would have got more angry.
The video shows another teacher restraining Bodenhammer.
Once I saw the video, I was livid. I can't even explain to you how upset I was.
And Angel Matthews says she was also upset by what Bodenhammer did next, calling her to suggest they needed to stick together because of the color of their skin.
I mean, he just told me that, he tries not to use the race card, but that we as black people need to stick together.
Well, I'm here to tell you today Overton is still a great school.
Overton's executive principal, Dr. Jill Pittman, investigated. She wrote this memo noting Bodenhammer's aggression and his ploy to cover up the incident. She recommended that he be terminated.
We spent a lot of time listening to parents.
But Metro Schools Director Dr. Sean Joseph overruled the principal, giving Bodenhammer 5-day suspension instead.
Ty called me from school telling me that Coach B was back, and I was livid. Nobody had called me. I hadn't heard anything from anybody.
This past spring, a local newspaper published a column from Bodenhammer's 88-year-old father, suggesting that criticism of the school's director was racially motivated.
Feels a lot like, you scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch yours.
Even though the Overton principal was forced to take Bodenhammer back last year, she did not renew his contract for this school year. Still, he ended up at Rose Park Middle School.
If you let a teenager get you that upset to the point where you ready to put your hands on them, you don't need to work with teenagers then.
While Ty and his mom know some people will look at this video and say he got what he deserved, she argues teachers need to be people who can rise above.
Well, that's what makes us adults and them children. We have the life experience and the know-how to not allow ourselves to lose control when dealing with kids. I don't want him working with anybody's kids.
We wanted to get the other side of the story from Coach Bodenhammer. Last week I emailed him, then called him. When I finally got him on the phone, he hung up on me. Phil Williams, News Channel 5 Investigates.
Late tonight, Metro Schools issued a statement saying the 5-day suspension was worked out after consulting with the city's lawyers. You can go to newschannel5.com to see the full statement as well as documents from the coach's HR file.